just levitate it, push it, hold it, lift it. I don't know how we're gonna do this, but you're gonna find out right now. What up, good morning. We're starting our day off all together this morning because we've got something special going down. And it's not the floors, it's not the baseboards, it's not the backsplash, it's Krew spelling bee.
A swarm of killer bees is coming this way.
Spelling bee going down today, but how you feeling right now?
We've been practicing the words a lot, so I feel pretty good.
You guys were practicing like crazy yesterday. We've been practicing this morning actually a bit, and I think he's ready to rock, you guys. So I came home from the gym a little bit early. We've got everybody ready to go. I'm gonna run the kids to school, hurry back. Mom's taking Hazy to her school, and then we're gonna meet up at Krew school for his spelling bee this morning. Quick and awesome start to today. Krew, let's just try a word real quick.
Episode.
E-P-I-S-O-D-E.
Rookie.
R-O-O-K-I-E.
Blustery.
B-L-U-S-T-E-R-Y.
Microwave.
M-I-C-R-O-W-A-V-E.
You crushed it, dude. You're gonna do so awesome today. We can't wait to come see you. We'll let everybody know how he does. Right now we gotta get these kids off to school. Reg, are you sitting on a tiny, tiny stool?
Yeah, Mama.
Sit on in here.
Oh my gosh, the only stool we have. But I do believe today is the day, Mom, that we'll be bringing kitchen table back in. Is that correct?
I'm so excited, yes.
Okay, so kitchen table coming back in. Some of this will be getting cleared out of here. I think we can get Mom's nail salon put back. I think a lot of the house is going to be restored today as we continue the kitchen remodel. And Hazel could not look more beautiful. Do you have sunglasses on?
Yeah, well, they're right on my shirt.
Are you going to the beach?
No, Mommy's going to drop me off class. She's going to drive me to school.
Oh, I love it. And I love you.
Moments later.
Reply.
Reply. R-E-P-L-Y. Reply.
Correct. Chicken.
Chicken. C-H-I-C-K-E-N. Chicken.
That is correct.
Pressure.
Pressure. P-R-E-S-S-U-R-E. Pressure.
Correct. Generation. Generation.
G-E-R. G-E-N-E-R-A-T-I-O-N.
Sorry. Whatever we started was incorrect.
We just barely got home from the spelling bee. I was gonna say spring break. We just got home from the spelling bee. Krew did awesome.
He did so good, you guys. He rocked the first few, which were actually pretty entry level. What I didn't realize is how small the group of people was that made it to this round at all.
Yeah.
Like, it was such a small group. It was just 3 rows of kids that went all the way up into 7th grade. Was there 8th graders? Into 8th grade is who he was competing against. So first few words to kind of like ease them into it. And then he got, it was generation, I think.
Yes.
And he didn't even spell it wrong. He just spelled it too fast. And we got it on video. But he just jumped right into it. G-E-R. And then he's like, I mean, G-E-N. And unfortunately, as soon as you say a wrong word, you're out. And so he told me afterwards.
I feel like the principal like looked over and wanted to keep him in.
He wanted to give it to him
so
bad.
But the teacher that's over the spelling bee was like,
and the funny thing is, this Krew told me afterwards that when they were doing it in their class level, they were allowed to go back and they had a final answer, like, this is my final spelling. So that's why he thought he could do that, but he could tell by their reaction they weren't gonna let him.
Yeah, no.
Anyways, but I think the biggest thing in that situation is the nerves. I'm not talking about his, I'm talking about ours. I think we were more nervous than he was.
Oh, I did an Insta story and I was like freaking out. I was sweating. I was so nervous for him. And he like gets up there and you could tell he was certainly nervous, but he did great. He seemed calm.
Confident, spoke it through those expanders and braces and got the letters out. He did so good, and we were so proud of him. So he ends up getting the championship he won for his class, and then he made it to the final rounds for the school. He got into the 5th or 4th round before he was out, and I think that's nothing to be ashamed of, something he can be very proud of, and hopefully excites him to do it again in the future, because something that I love about Krew, I was thinking this as we walked in there, is he just loves to compete. Like, he's not like competitive in that annoying way. He just likes the feeling of competing. He loves it. It's fun for him, but he's also just so humble. There is that competitive side that some people have where it's just like this.
But he like enjoys it. It's like a good, healthy, fun, competitive side.
Yeah, it's not like an angry type of a competitive spirit. It's more of like, it's just fun and he enjoys it and he loves it and he loves to pick up others around him. Savannah was there, our good friend the Rebellis. He was giving her high fives and I just think it was cool to see them.
I noticed amongst even all the kids, every kid that went up, they were giving like high fives as they walked
doing
down.
Fist bumps as they got the word right.
Just totally like supporting everyone, and that's what I really loved.
We've never been part of one of these, so that was a very cool first experience. Hey guys, we came back from the spelling bee to some progress here in the house.
Hi,
and
Hazy.
also Hazy, hi.
Yeah, so they're getting all the baseboards on. He'll go through and caulk them, make sure they're all sealed up, and then it is recommended that I paint them because, you know, you have the little nail spots here. I mean, that's an easy fix, right?
And yes, and then this whole area is now complete, so we now have complete covering.
I love the way they did
baseboards
that.
going back in. I love the way this looks because it still all just goes the same direction. So finally, for the first time in the history of living in this house, all the flooring goes one direction.
Yeah, it's so bright and cheery and airy and
Just like Hazel.
oh my god.
She's pretty stoked about it too.
Right on cue.
So she's dancing out of her shoes literally.
She just
Now, as you know, this is like kind of the big heavy lifting of the kitchen remodel. There are a number of other things that are gonna go down in the remodel process, like a new chandelier, some new hardware. So we got a little bing bong knock at the door. Went out to go see what it was. Second one today. The UPS guy had to get a dolly, a hand truck.
Sorry.
To unload our delivery. It's still at the door. Should we go check it out? Guys, I will say that Mom has told us in the past that what her typical mode of operation is that she'll buy a bunch of stuff, try it all out, and what doesn't work is return. So I can't say that all of this is staying, although a lot of it's already in the kitchen, so I feel like it has a home. Here we go, guys. It goes back here, back here, back here,
so
back
sorry.
here, back here. But I will say, in all of this, I already opened this. Sorry, I'm just gonna show this real quick. This is my drone.
Yay, the drone is back.
My drone's back, baby wrapped just for me. So we'll get some footage today. In fact, the sun's out. I'm gonna go fly it right now. First of all, let's get all this in the house.
I did receive a package earlier. This is UPS. FedEx already came, brought me a package from Target, and he knocked on the door and he shook it. He's like, I'm really sorry, but I'm pretty sure that this is shattered. I was like, well, what do I do? Do I refuse it? I brought it in. It was a vase that I had bought. It was like shattered to pieces. So I called Target. They're sending me a new one. Easy peasy. I mean, it's shipping. Stuff happens with shipping, right? Hopefully none of this is broken.
All right, let's get this stuff in. You got the rest, right?
Oh my heck.
Is your right here?
Got everything in. We're gonna wait for them to come back, finish everything up. I am gonna move forward with my taco soup that I was gonna make yesterday.
Oh, you're doing it?
I went and got everything that I needed. It's one of my go-to easy ones. I haven't made it in a while, so I'm really excited. But it's on our blog, ThisIsHowWeBingham.com. It's called our 8-can taco soup. You usually make it on the stove, but today I'm gonna put it in the crock pot just because I don't have a stove right now.
It's back, all new pieces. I think I must have left the SD card in there. There's just like random stuff taped to it, but I'm gonna go put this back together and send it up. Look, you can tell what's new because they have new stickers on it. They replaced all these arms, this main piece, the gimbal arm, everything. All for a fraction of the cost of buying a new drone, so I think it's worth it.
Popping these things.
Casey, why don't you put it on the ground and step on it?
Okay.
On the new floor. Oh. Krew, the Spellmaster, the bee honey, I don't even know, spelling bee boy, SBB. He is home now, standing in, by the way, a finished kitchen. We'll get to that in a second. Well, not finished kitchen, but finished floor, baseboards, caulking, stuff like that. Progress update coming soon, but more important things. Krew, Savage Speller, how was it today?
It was super fun. I loved it.
You loved it?
Yeah.
So tell me like about the experience. Like, were you nervous?
I was very nervous. So one kid that was in it wasn't there, so my friend had to substitute for him.
So your friend got in like you wanted. That's awesome.
2 kids per grade. The word that I got out on was generation, and I said G-E-R. And then after that, I spelled G-E-N-E-R-A-T-I-O-N, and then they still got me out.
And we could see in the principal's face, he really wanted to let you go through so bad.
But
I was like the 4th round, and I love that one of your words was chicken, since you're so into chicken nuggets.
chicken nuggets.
I thought that was kind of hilarious. Would you say it's something that you'd want to do again sometime?
Yes!
I thought you did so good, and I love the preparation that went into it, the practicing, how much you wanted to compete in that, and I thought it was a really cool first experience for you.
It was fun. I loved it.
Another update for you on what's going down today. Flooring guys just officially left for good. They're done.
For good. So now we can put stuff back, but before we do that, I'm gonna paint the baseboards. I'll get to that, but we get to put all the appliances back and bring everything back in.
Some stuff we gotta leave out, like the oven, because we do have backsplash coming tomorrow. That's coming tomorrow. Super stoked about that. But today what they did is they had some finishing touches they had to put in, which is basically putting the baseboards back, but then they recalked everything, nailed them all in. So Mom's gonna go through and repaint all of them to make them look a little bit better. But stepping back, it's looking really good, you guys. We'll wait to do the full reveal until we've got backsplash and appliances back, but I kind of just love how awesome it looks in the open air. And now they finally have baseboards on the bottom.
And they desperately need to be repainted, so this is good.
So as part of putting back some of the appliances, one of the things that he cautioned us with is putting back the refrigerator. There is a lip right here on the edge of this that is
You have to lift it up.
very easy to damage, because when you slide it back on, your natural inclination is to shove it onto the wood so that you can then slide it, but it will often hit this lip right there and crack the brand new flooring. So we can't do that right now. What we're trying to do is get it close to the edge, lift it up gently, and then if you guys remember, Mom got those super sliders. We're gonna try and put it underneath that while on the wood. Just levitate it, push it, hold it, lift it. I don't know how we're gonna do this, but you're gonna find out right now. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Down.
Yeah. Whoa.
On.
Yeah.
Don't see any marks.
Yeah, I like that.
Plugged in, water set. Should we officially put it back?
Let's put it back.
Okay. Mom just finished up painting these baseboards. They look fantastic. They did have a lot of just wear and tear and marks. We had them painted since we've lived here, but that's just life with a bunch of kids. So she repainted them and they have a fresh coat of white paint, so they look fantastic. I ran to the hardware store. I've become quite the regular at the hardware store, starting to know me by first name over there. Went and got all new, what do you call these? Vents, all new vent covers, or they call them registers, is what they were called in the store. Yeah, they don't seem to produce any money though, they just take your money. So got a bunch of these for the entire house to fix those up, and then we had a door handle literally fall off of our closet here in the hallway, so I got some handles for that, and then a couple other little odds and ends, kind of just in the mood to be making some improvements, some adjustments, just tidying up some loose ends before we start moving some stuff back into the kitchen, restoring some normalcy to our life. I just realized, by the way though, Mom is making her 8-can taco soup, and I am very excited about that. I can smell it, it smells amazing, excited to eat it. This one's like fake. This isn't even a real thing. There's not even... Got some new door handles on these. The ones before this were actually so loose, they're not supposed to turn. They would turn, spin in circles, and when I walked by to go into the salon with Mom, one just fell off onto the ground. So I went and got a couple new ones, put those on, so that looks fantastic, and they work like they're supposed to. Replaced all of these on the main level. We've got a couple extra we can go put in some other places. And I got some additional like wall coverings for some outlets that didn't have covers on them or that had been damaged. So all in all, guys, a lot of good things going on, a lot of stuff being fixed, updated. Speaking of updates, tonight's 8-can taco soup was a smashing success, absolutely delicious. Looking for the chips, they're just right here on the floor because nothing's on the floor of the pantry right now because Mom's been painting baseboards. Baseboards are still a little bit wet. Giving kids baths, and then we're gonna get ourselves ready for bed. Probably start moving some of the big heavy stuff back into this room.
I look a little haggard. You know what? I feel like we are moving. I feel like we just moved in. We have stuff everywhere. We have furniture everywhere. I just listed that for sale. Still don't have a stove in my kitchen. We've now moved it over here. Now we're moving everything off of the countertops onto the table. So we've got our table back. We've got a lot of things squared away. Just putting things where they actually belong. And then going, why do we have basketball bags in our kitchen? Maybe we should put those in the kids' rooms. So we're just working on a few things, but I like literally told Brandon, I was like, I feel like we're moving. It's just so exhausting. My body is so tired. Anyways, we look just fantastic. Just, you know, trying to keep up today. We're still working, still grinding, still getting things done. Dishes have been piling up. Things have just been stacking on top of each other. So we are just catching up tonight. And it's actually been really awesome to get some stuff done. I vacuumed this whole room. Bar stools came today, so those are sitting waiting. I'm kind of waiting to do like this whole rebuild, but what I'm waiting for mostly is the backsplash and for these shelves to come be done and installed, and we'll finally put all the decorations. I'm waiting for a few shipments still to come. So I feel like it's been a really productive day now that the floors are done. Just finishing everything up and putting everything back. I told Brandon, I was like, this feels like we're moving. He's up putting kids to bed. This has been one incredible day. We are just so happy. After he gets done putting the kids to bed, we will say our farewell to you today. As always, we just enjoy having you guys with us and hanging out with us all day long. Dad got the boys to bed, so it is now time for us to say goodbye to you guys. We had a really great day, really big stuff going on. So.
Lots of moving things around, putting life back in order. In fact, look, it's not back together, but it's getting there. There are steps in the process being taken to restore our normal lives. This is coming together. Mom's cleaned up everything off of the counters because backsplash is coming in tomorrow. Next 2 days they're gonna be doing that, and I think that's gonna really make things amazing. I don't know if you mentioned this already, but gold hardware is on its way. That's coming tomorrow.
It comes tomorrow.
We're gonna swap out all this hardware for gold hardware. We've got new chandeliers, some other little things.
Thank you for hanging with us today. We had so much fun.
We love you guys.
We love you so much, and we will see you all tomorrow.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.